All right, what's up, guys? Josh Answers here, and I'm here with some of the brothers in the Pledges, say hello.
Hello, what's up?
Hello.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's up,
Wow,
guys?
How's it going?
this is the first time I think you guys have actually responded when I've.
I feel like stars.
Yeah, there you go, man. This is you guys' moment to shine. So we're here now. It's October 7th, 12:05 p.m. Pacific, so 3:05 Eastern. Market's still trading right now. I thought I'd make a video to kind of show you guys some of the platform stuff live. I may even execute a trade and explain it to you, but what I wanted to do, because I was even explaining it to some of the brothers here, because I'm on my PC. This is my PC layout, so it's a lot different than my Mac layout. But one thing I want to show them was the strategy scanners, and really they understand how I use the high-low ticker. I want you guys to be able to see. One, I want you to see it during the market, and with it being Friday, I'm sure in the last hour there might be something that'll happen, and you'll see. But as far as this, we'll explain the strategy scanner because I know we were just talking about it right now. So I was explaining to Justin, if you've never seen this, high social media mentions, you could use a lot of different strategies here. They have a bunch of predefined strategies. These are what you do, and you could even make your own. Like that like options things that we were looking for today with the lower priced options. We could literally, you could create your own scanner pretty much and do it. But I like the predefined ones. You would go here, and to even open this up, you just go to Tools, Strategy Scanner. It'll open up one of these, and then boom, you select it. I just change it around. So we do real-time strategy, but then it tells you the symbol, and it tells you how long ago it pretty much came up on social media, and it'll show the same ticker over and over again. Like you'll see the same ones, I'm pretty sure. Like LP, like GPS, like Gap, you'll see it down here 25 minutes ago. See it right here 16 minutes ago, and that's it for there. But you'll see it multiple times. So it just tells you the description of pretty much 6 times average daily social media activity, 12 times. So like this one, if you see one at 20 times social media activity, it means people are talking about it a lot. And that's how I interpret this. So why do I even use this? Because there's a huge psychological, social interaction with the stock market nowadays. So it's good to see if other people are talking about stuff. And I pair it with the high-low ticker, because if I see something moving, not only can I see the money flowing through and see the stock moving, but then I could also look and see now, are people talking about this? So then you could see if it's a rumor or not. And then, a lot of times I'll tell you too, I was just saying, I don't like to get in stuff if it's messy, if there's too many people. So like Twitter, coming in before earnings, I'm not going to touch Twitter on their earnings. One, because their EPS is, and this is what I was talking about with the factset, their EPS is always high in their estimates, right? You notice this, we've looked at this before. So normally you could get some guidance based on where they're guiding their earnings and where they're trading at. But in this case, it doesn't matter where they report. They've beat expectations and the stock still drops. It's because investors are looking at other metrics. So what I'm getting at is, not only is the EPS all fucking messy, this stock is just going through the buyout stuff, the Google, CRM, everything's moving, dropping. There's a lot of hands in it, so it's not going to be clean, is what I'll call it. It's not going to be as smooth, and there's so many things affecting this earnings outside of the earnings. It's too much going on, too many other variables. So that's how I relate it to social. Sometimes if you see a lot, so right here, run. This is one, and now this isn't a new alert, and this is how I'll tell you how to spot it. Do you guys see right here where it says position? Might make this a little bigger. You guys see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's how you could tell, like CMTL, this may be a good alert up here, actually. See, boom. Because how it works, you see this little range. It's green, middle, red, middle, green. I'd make fun of Jorge back in the day. I said it's a Mexican flag. Looks pretty cool, huh? Or Italian. But as you see here, the box, you see how all these have different sided gray shaded boxes? You see that? You guys see the little one here?
Yeah.
So this is the daily range of the stock. So pretty much this is the low of the day, this is the high of the day. So this is the low of the day of the stock. This is the high of the day stock. So looking at this one right here, this alert, Jack, I'm not going to pull it up, but can you guys tell me, based on this, did the stock move a lot today?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
Looks like it.
That range
Box covers the whole range.
Exactly. The box it's a big range for them. So here's Jack, and now it's funny because it's only an $8 stock and it looks pretty small, but think about it. 30 cents top to bottom is pretty big, and then, comparatively, it's a pretty big range, but now comparatively for the stock. So smaller stock, it moved a larger amount, but now where the blue indicator is, you see where the blue marker is? Right there? What do you think the blue marker means?
Some kind of
Maybe like
median
some
or
kind of
average time spent there.
estimate or something.
No, close. Good guesses. It's literally where the stock is trading at the time of the alert.
Okay.
So
at the time of the alert.
exactly. So when this comes on here, so this is why I'll tell you, like some of these, this one would be a good one because not only do I see it has a big range in the stock move, but the blue thing is at the end of the bottom range and it's hitting high social media mentions. What can I assume right now?
Should move up.
Well, move down in this case. You see? So I could assume it's approaching its low of the day and people are talking about it right now. Maybe something is happening with this stock. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see. Yeah, because the range is
yeah.
the high side of the range is determined. It was pegged at the beginning of the day.
Exactly. So like that's why if I go and I see like this one right here, this one it just showed up, but like yes, it's near its lows of the day, but it's like in the middle. This thing's probably consolidating. There you go. See? Same thing with this one. It's not doing the same thing. This one's halted actually. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, what the fuck?
Buyout interest. Wow, they've halted this for 30 minutes. But there you go. You could kind of even see it. You see why people were talking about it. Buyout rumor, right? It's halted, and look at the range. It was going down all day, shot up high up here, decent sized range, and then it stays halted in the middle. But now, do you see how even with this one, this was a buyout rumor, and you were able to find this simply through the social media mentions? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so let's look at these. Like HNR, so MG, this one, near the lows. Did we already see this one? No, I don't think we did. But yeah, you see now, look at people are talking about it right now. It came out less than a minute ago, and it's near its lows. Now this one, look at this one, LPCN. This is just me interpreting it now. The box has a higher range, and the stock's been near its highs, but I could tell right now people are talking about it a lot, and the stock's about to fall from its highs. How?
I guess because the blue ticker's on the low side of the box.
The blue ticker's near the low side. So it did have a tight range, but think about it. This stock's already up 28%. So as you see, it's only what? 10 cents or so, 20 cents from the bottom. So that's where you see it. But now, do you see pretty much how we use this? Same thing with this one. It's about to hit new lows, but then it's a penny stock. So you could adjust which ones you want it to show up, but there's that. Does everybody get that? Is there any questions on this?
Not
You just gotta weed through it.
Yeah, I'd have to like play around with it, get some experience. Able to identify quick.
The volatility stuff in this, you don't really need as a measure of how widely a stock is, pretty much how much the stock is moving from its average, and this is just how volatile it is on a day-to-day basis. So a higher standard deviation would essentially mean you're looking at an above average move. So let's look here, like USD. This is probably
a pretty good indicator, right? Like you want something that's moving out of the norm, yeah?
Exactly. Or sometimes now you could even spot stuff before it happens. Imagine getting a high social media alert. A lot of people are talking about it. You see it's going near its highs, but it hasn't made a large standard deviation move. You could simply be getting in before shit's going down,
Right, yeah.
So it's all about interpretation. It's all about interpretation. Never act on one of these alone. Use this to get an idea. Now you could go look up the news on it, look up the filings, see what's going on, and then interpret the situation and go from there. But this could just help you spot stuff, kind of give you a wide variety of places to look at. Not only spot them, but now also being able to understand that there's actually other eyes, people talking about it, And why do I relate that? Comes down to demand, right? So there's that. Now for the high-low ticker, you guys see. So this is one I'll show you. It pretty much shows stocks. I've explained this in one of the other ones, other videos. High and low tells you the stock, what price it's at. And now, so MBI is priced at $8 right now. And when it hit that, that's its 12th high. So now when you see something here, you'll see like bright green ones. Like this bright green one means a 52-week high. See? Pulls it up here. You guys see in the last 2 years, boom, 52-week high. Same thing here. ALNY, 52-week low. Damn, they got murked this last 2 days. So you see that. But now what this is good for, because it tells you this is scanning the whole market. So you're seeing when stuff is hitting highs and lows. So really how you want to use it is, I like it when I see a bunch in a row, I know something's going on. Like, I don't know if it'll show me from today when we saw CTL. Here it is. So here's the path. So look at, you could have saw the CTL just got a buyout rumor or supposedly, but look at CTL, boom, 13 bucks. Shoots up to 6. Actually, I think this thing was it's just giving all types of prices. But as you'll see there, here's a more realistic one. CTL, dude, do you guys see this? Just reporting all types of just fucked up numbers. $8, $9, but in the 20s. But as you see,
Double today?
no,
68, 46.
It didn't make that move. It didn't make that move. But here's CTL. This is what the stock did. But notice, I scrolled down. This was from earlier today. You would see it moving on the high ticker. You see that? So you guys see how it was scrolling down. Do you see? This is what you want to look for in the high ticker. You want to see it flash a bunch of times because that means something's going on. And look at how many times you guys have seen CTL come up. So that being said, that's how you're going to be able to spot stocks before they move. This is how I find stocks when I'm trading through the day, and it really expands your range of what you could play. So there's one thing, you want to find those stocks. So now look at 4 in a row, MMYT. This thing's hit 36 to 40 something lows today. It's going down. Now look at ACIA too. I saw this a little bit down here. So we could look at both of these. Boom. Now look at, do you guys see how this is in the midst of dropping? Let's check MMYT. This one not as much, but now something could be going on with this play. I'd see that, throw that. It's already linked to my options chain. This is a communications company. Volume's picking up.
Didn't somebody see something about AT&T earlier today?
I think that was the buyout with the one I just showed you, CTL.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that was for CTL.
See, so now look at it. So this one has, the options are way too expensive, although it's moving down. And now look, 35 million float, $3.58 billion company. Do you guys see why it's so expensive? What? This is good volume. Is there any news on this? Someone check on that. I'm going to look on factset.
CIA.
ACIA.
Yeah. That's right now.
See, so you know what? I'll check on it now too. I know there's something earlier today, just a prospectus. But now take a look. Do you guys see? So now look at, I don't think anybody's even talking about it on social media. You see that? So do you see how we spotted it faster through the high-low ticker? No one's looked at it. Now you guys could go search it on Twitter, see if you find anything. Only thing that sucks is these are expensive-ass options. Oh, wow, but no, they shot up. So this is what I'd be looking into now. I want to know why they shot up in August. They shot up $40. The fuck, why?
It's secondary at $100.
Really? Was that today?
Yeah, this morning.
But why did they shoot up from 60 in August 11th?
I believe they reported their first earnings.
Oh, yeah, this is just a new company, huh? Interesting. So it is secondary offering.
Oh yeah, it's an IPO. It started in May 12th.
Yeah, so
4.5 million shares.
yeah, so their first earnings is 3 months later.
They started 2020.
Not seeing anything. They do a lot of business with China and Germany, but
There's correlating sticker IDA, ADA, ADI.
see, so now, okay, now look at this. Something's happening with Twilio. Oh shit. Yo, this thing's getting murked right now. Twilio has options now? See, so now, boom.
Oh, shit. Oh,
So these expire today, which sucks. 59.50. These are in the money for 30 cents. This guy just got those for 12 cents. I could probably gamble on that for. Okay, I'll buy one of them. Ah shit. Okay, 15 bucks for today.
I'm gonna call Paula.
No, it's not gonna fill me. Someone just outbid me. What about 21s? Oh shit, fuck that. How much time's left? 40 minutes, yeah, so you gotta be careful with 40 minutes left paying that. I'll pay 15 bucks for that. I canceled it. Wait, did I get filled? No, okay, canceled that. Just in case, we'll do it again. Did they get halted or no?
No, so good.
What's going on with it? Anything?
Nothing. I'm not seeing anything come across my screen.
So again, do you guys see? This is how the high-low ticker works. I guess this is just
coming back up.
I told you, right before market close, this is a good time. I need to see Qualcomm. I still have that one I gotta get rid of. Interesting.
So both are cloud-based businesses.
ACIA and Twilio.
Yeah.
Both are new IPOs. That's weird. And then I don't know, there's just movement today in the telecommunications and just telecom or just communication companies. So now it's dropping again. I wish if I get these for 15 cents, I'll take it. I think they'll give it to me if I put a bid now, unless the stock drops a little more. What do you guys think? 20 bucks for 15 cents in 40 minutes? It's kind of really just a straight gamble. Oh, someone got it for 13, asshole. I'll do 10. Oh, nice. I got it for 10. So, got those for 10 cents. We'll see. This thing drops 50 cents. I'll just make a lot off $10. So, see what happens. But as you guys see, that was from one, and that's another lesson. You guys don't need to play big. And now, this is a dumb play. This is literally, this thing expires in 20 minutes or 40 minutes. So, I guess this is my fun for the weekend instead of going to the casino. But at the very least, you guys see, you only will need one contract, but understand how we spotted this. So, do you guys, brothers, do you guys see how valuable the high-low ticker was? That's why it's one thing to come back and do it. And now look at it already dropped. I just doubled up all my money based on these three trades. That's pretty funny. See, now look at the bid is at 15 cents. So all the trades are going through at 20. That was a good trade. I like it. Probably just look to get out of it pretty soon. Oh man, look at I just made 100% on my trade. I took $10 and made it to 20. Sign up for my chat room. It's serious though. That's one thing I tell people, because you guys got to be. I just see fucking jackasses on the internet, and they'll post their percentage gains, and they're trying to convince people to get in on percentage movements. When it's just like, yo, if you take $7 to $14, yeah, sure, that's 100%, but like commissions are $5-10. Like, what are you really making money? Probably not. Like, I could go look at the bid is at 15 right now, right? I could go sell this for 15, and in my portfolio, it will say that I'm up 50% on the play. Am I not? If I bought it for 10 cents and I sell it for 15, that is 50% profit.
Yo, Charlie, how come 59 calls?
The commission.
59 calls.
That's what?
59 calls on Twilio are sold last for $10.14.
59 calls.
Yeah. This is huge difference.
What are you talking about?
On a Twilio? If you look at the 59 calls.
Oh yeah, look at the last trade.
Yeah, 10
It
bucks.
shows 10.14.
Yeah, because they bought it probably fucking years ago. Or
Okay.
yeah, they actually no, not too long ago. Interesting. Sucks for
That's
them.
like 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's because you got to think Twilio was an IPO and it was actually ripping. It was doing a lot. See, now look at the beauty of options. I had a window where I could have made money on it. Now I'm broke. See, the stock goes up, you get stopped out, you get fucked. Welcome to the options world. That's also why I wanted to do that too. I wanted to be able to show that for YouTube so you guys could see good $10 lesson for you. You know, you could put yourself in opportunity. But notice it goes back to what I was saying. Be careful of that 50% opportunity, that 100% opportunity. Because one, that's not how you want to live. Like, think about it. Your opportunity for you to make money lasted for 2 minutes. I didn't even have time to listen to fucking surgeon's question, and the profit slipped away. You know, think about that. And then that's what I'll tell you guys sometimes, because people get FOMO. They'll watch a play go up, and they're like, oh, I could have made this much money with the option, but it's like you literally would have had a window for like 2 fucking minutes to make money. That's it. You know, simple as that. So take that into consideration and understand, you know, you want to be smart with these plays, and you know, here's the lucrativeness that you could have with options, but here's also the danger. You know, you could see that, and then ultimately see how we spotted the play in the beginning. You know, that was the main thing I wanted to show you guys, but I think it kind of evolved into a cool little lesson. You guys could even see mix of patience, how I put the bid. You know, it was dropping at first. It held. I was going to put 20, said, nope, too much money. Cut the bid in half after I saw some of the orders go through. And that even just goes to show patience. But just think about all the people who got fucked, literally, as we were watching that. Think about all those transactions we saw. It sucks because I clicked away. That went through for 20 cents, 30 cents. Guys are buying them. You would have lost 30, 35 bucks in a minute. So a lot of people, you got to be cautious on that and just notice, you know, I'm a fucking millionaire. I put in 10 bucks. Simple as that. You know, and I'm not, that's the thing though. And I'll tell you on the reverse, as you know, putting in 10 bucks, I'm not shooting to make $10. Because guess what? If I make if you take a $10 contract like that and it goes up to 20 cents, guess what? You just paid for your commissions. That's what people don't realize. It's called slippage in terms of business. You lose money between not only the bid and ask, but also your commissions. So you got to think, if you're making 100%, there's no relevance to percentage if you do not know how much the asset costs. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes,
Oh, for sure.
yeah. But because think about it, it's like I just said. You know, if the asset is only worth $10, I could say I did 100%, but $5 both ways to buy and sell. That'd be $10 commissions. It wouldn't even cover that. It would cover that. You would need to make 100% simply to break even.
And then you got to pay taxes later.
And you still have to pay taxes on that. So that's the whole point. When you'll see the percentages, it has no relevance unless you know what amount they're using. So you better look for that amount, otherwise it has zero meaning. So there's that. I guess we'll close. You know, I might even end the video with that. You guys see, we can actually just see how this play turns out. Let me throw back up my high-low. So I took it. Another one right here, AYA. This is running. Oh, isn't this the one we saw? Did it get halted? Oh, no. Duh. I'm looking at the bottom. RDCM. But this one, 52-week highs. Now, look. When you're looking at the count is very important, because I'll tell you, sometimes if the account's already in the 200s, you might be a little too late. So like this one, you see how it kind of has a low count? That means it's only hit, this is the price it's alerting here is only the 40th low of the day. So EGRX, you guys see, we still caught it pretty early. It could make a move from here. And now this is the danger of the high-low ticker. You're not going to know all the time. They're not always going to do what literally we just saw happen. You see what I'm saying? And even as we saw with Twilio, it may not make the follow-through move. So you could be, just be careful jumping on every single one of these, because you could go broke pretty quickly trying to chase these off. Oh man, why didn't you keep me on? What was the other company I was just looking at? EGRX. So I look at this, the volume's good, but that's pretty much it. Now, it's funny, we don't see any of the ACIA or Twilio. Why is my thing so late? So late. See, now look at this. STML, 2 minutes ago, 7 times average social media, right? Why would I click on this? Can you guys tell me? There's a reason I want to click on this right now.
Because while it has higher social media mentions, it's not crazy high. So got a pretty decent range from the day, and it's trading at highs.
Yeah, and really, the fact that it's near the high of the range pretty much just indicates, like Tyson, it just indicates it's making a move. Like the move is actually occurring right now. It's not as if it's just like
Right.
a delay or anything like that. So this is interesting. Who is? Artie?
What about me?
I said Canadian Goose is filing for IPO.
Soda will be there though.
Oh,
It's
What the
hidden.
hell is Canadian Goose?
I have no fucking idea. Weird price line's hitting the low today, which is interesting.
Oh,
Canada, get it right.
Canada Goose.
Canada.
It's close.
Thank you.
That's a big indicator of a lot of things.
14.20. You guys think price line could move down $60 in a week for $100? Suck my dick.
Didn't we do this like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago?
Yep, and I got smoked on it.
Yeah.
So I wasted my once a week opportunity on that. I've already gambled enough today. So now look at this one's hitting new highs. So this one's also a good one because look at the count: 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only hit 7 new highs today. You see what I'm saying? So now if it's also hitting a new high, this can mean something. Now also look at here. I know this ticker hurts hitting 52-week lows and it's hitting 111. This could be good. And now this could even be an opportunity right before close if they have options, especially on a Friday. See what I'm saying? Because that's
For more puts or for what?
yeah, because if it's right before Friday and something's about to hit new lows and it could break through, the options are going to be dirt cheap. So you might be able to have a decent opportunity. But see, they don't even have the options that expire today, so there's still somewhat premium in here. But not too crazy. So what we're going to look at, I want to look back at EGRX, and then we'll check up on Twilio. U.S. officially blames Russia for political hacking attempts. Great. I told you guys, just watch these relationships crumble. It's just getting so bad in these weeks. But that's pretty much it. So we'll see. You guys will get an update on Twilio. Most likely writing it off. I already lost from the beginning. That's the best part. I only plan to lose $15. I controlled how much I lost. I could have doubled my money, aka got my commissions back and brag like I'm a good trader if I really wanted to. But as you see, risk management, small. You guys see how the high-low ticker works. Pretty cool. This is just a quick way. You guys have eTrade. This could give you these 2 simple tools. You could use it to scan the market. So not too bad, right? Any last questions you guys want? Maybe you guys have questions you want answered. Maybe there's a question you think that they could benefit from.
Did you want to do the sector, or is that just too in depth?
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that, the sectors. So I guess I might just have to chop this up into another video then, huh? Because I feel like this first one will be very long. So finding sectors.